Hi, everybody, checking in from beautiful Colorado, where my husband and I have been enjoying just a lovely little getaway this weekend. And I've been thinking about how this trip has been very different from the last time we were here, which was actually 4 years ago. Because 4 years ago, I was struggling a lot with alcohol and cravings in particular. So I was dealing with just a lot of things happening there at once. I had been drinking in the gray area for pretty much most of my adult life. And then in 2018, it had really ramped up and had gotten so extreme that I was actually out of the gray area and into more of what I call like a danger zone. And I was struggling for a few years to rein it back in and to eventually stop. And of course, I had a lot of ambivalence around stopping too. And that's basically, having like these two opposing ideas where I was really struggling to let go of my drinking life. I had been, the hostess, I had been having the parties, hosting the wine dinners, always drinking at meals, brunches, happy hours, you name it. And now suddenly I felt like it was being taken away from me, and that felt like a punishment. And I was really trying to wrap my head around that. But I knew that my drinking was very extreme at that point, and it was causing so much damage in my life, in terms of like health, relationships, you name it. So I was really struggling with that. And that was, a struggle that was actually happening more right here up front in the prefrontal cortex, which is our logical thinking brain. And then at the same time, I was also dealing with cravings, very strong physical cravings that felt very overwhelming. And those were coming from the back here. Our brain stem has our limbic brain, otherwise known as our animal brain, and that runs on emotion and sensation. So I was just trying to enjoy anything we were doing. It was very hard because it felt like I couldn't be present. It felt like I couldn't fully enjoy an activity I was doing because in the back of my mind, it was like I had this little voice back here that was always plotting and scheming and trying to get alcohol. And so wrestling with all of that inner turmoil in my head was just overwhelming at times. And I'm just so grateful that finally in 2021, I hired Jolene Park and I went through her gray area drinking program. And she helped me heal my craving brain using physiology and nervous system regulation and creating new neural pathways in my brain. So that was just, it changed everything for me. And now I'm coming up to almost 3 years, and I'm really, really excited about that. So as I've been reflecting on these two different experiences, the trip from 4 years ago and the trip now in my alcohol-free life, it got me thinking that I'm going to be writing a blog post all about this topic. And, I'm going to be addressing gray area drinking and cravings. I'm going to be talking more about ambivalence, which is actually a concept that is covered in CMC, Foundation for Change's Invitation to Change groups. And CMC, if you're not familiar, is a nonprofit that they provide evidence-based tools for change. And so they created these Invitation to Change groups for families so that they can bring the families into this, into solving this problem of trying to overcome substances. So they provide them tools in order to help their loved one change and to help repair any relationship damage that has been caused by the substance abuse. So I'm actually in their training right now. I'm really excited about it. So I'll be leading my own invitation to change groups in the next coming months. So stay tuned for that. And if there's any way I can support you, please reach out to me. You can check out my website, read my blog posts, sign up for my newsletter, or even book a free discovery call, which are just 20-minute calls where we can have a chat over Zoom. And, I can help you with resources. I can just be a listening ear, or we can talk about how gray area drinking coaching might work for you and might be a good fit for you. So please feel free to take me up on that offer. I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. And thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.